YouTube's live. So I've just come on YouTube. Let me sort out these TikToks, and I'm also gonna do my Facebook live as well today. So it's gonna be hard for me to keep on top of the comments because I haven't sorted out. What you doing, you weirdo? Calm it down, please. We'll have less of that in the background. Where's my TikTok? There. Right, let's go live. Clipping it. Going on here. Add. Live. Right, we're on. We're cooking. We're on gas. Hey up, James. How you doing, mucker? Right, I'm going to also add on my Facebook too. How are you doing? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Les White. I'm all good, man. I'm all good, thank you. I'm just literally trying to sort out my stuff on here because... Right, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm on. Right, 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna get going. I am literally just trying to do something else. Right, okay, I'm on. I'm on everything now. I'm set on everything now. I've just literally, right, if you see this setup that I've got, it's literally my iPad, and I've got my old iPhone that's cracked, and I've also got my my new iPhone which is cracked, but that's the one I use for work, yeah. And that is literally TikTok. I've got TikTok on my right. I've got my let me turn this music down a little bit. I've got a bit of Sinatra on it background here. What do you know about him, eh? So, got it. Right, cool. So yeah, I've got my iPhone here, and I've got my other iPhone here, and I've got my iPad at the top, which has got my YouTube on. So I'm streaming on 3 different platforms. Next week I'm gonna be set up right. I swear I'm gonna get set up, and I'm gonna have everything there. It's doing me head in, having to do different things and that, but I'll get it started for next week. So yeah, I might be coming off the Facebook in a minute because no one's even joined. But yeah, man. Yo, give us some likes anyway on this TikTok because we want to get some good people in here this time. We want to get some more people watching, don't we? What's that? But yeah, nah, listen, I'm good, guys. I'm good, man. Can't complain. I'm gonna crack on then. I'm gonna answer the first question. One of the first questions, anyway, is yo, you done much work for councils? I've been offered to do it, but always cautious about paying. Yeah, man. So I was taught how to plaster doing council work. Anyway, that's what I was doing. That's what I was trained on. So obviously, when I was doing that, I worked for someone else as a subcontractor. So I didn't really get any of it then. When I had my other company, Cook Plastering, I got offered to work for the council directly, and I negotiated to get paid weekly at 1% discount. I think it was something like that. So if every every pound or thousand or 100, whatever you want to call it, it's 1%. They keep 1% to pay early, so to pay weekly. So that's something I negotiated. But I don't know. It depends what level you're going in at, mate. If you're going to be a contractor or if you're just subcontracting, it varies. So yeah, they usually are all right, to be honest. I think the guy I worked for, after all the time I worked with him, I think there was only one time when he didn't get paid, and I worked for him for 7 years, and that was one time where they were being slow with his payments. Probably not the only time he didn't get paid, but it's the only time we really knew something was up. But he got it sorted out in the end anyway, so he was good. But yeah, that was it. That was the only time really. But again, it's just one of them things. If you want to do that type of work, mate, it's a bit of a risky one, and to be fair, the work's not always the best, is it? But is what it is. Give it a go, mate. Just don't let anyone get in too deep with owing your money anyway. That's what you want to do. So, yes, Wayne Cox, my mate, shared your post earlier. Some top work on there. It looked nice. I thought that deserves a reshare. That, mate, were nice. Rodney Trotter. All right, how do I go about getting a quote? So if you want a quote, mate, you got to go to my website and basically fill in the form on there and include some photos and some information about it. And then, like I say, I'll have a look through it, and if it's something we can do, I'll get back in touch with you. I'll get back in touch with you either way, but if it's something that I can do, like time-wise or whatever, or where it is, then I'll let you know, we can discuss it. But yeah, that's the best way. I can also give you an estimate via that as well. It's subcontract and I want to hold 5% for a year and all that stuff, and they knocked the price. So already you're not onto a great start. Do you know what I mean? You're not onto a great start already. 5% retention. That 5% retention. People will start going, oh yeah, but it's standard practice. Don't matter if it's standard practice. On my jobs, I never let them take retention. Do none of that. Do no MCD, main contractor discount. Do none of that. It's simple. That's the price. No 5%. I was gross status at the time, so they had to pay in full. There were no deductions of tax. So yeah, guys, just be careful. I'm not going to knock it because I think you can make some good money on council projects. I looked through the pricing structure of it when I was going to do it before, and it would have been really good. Like, you could have earned some good money on it, do you know what I mean? But I just at that time, I just didn't really, I didn't like doing what I was doing anyway with business. So, yeah, I didn't do it. But yeah, give it a go, matey. Give it a go. Rodney, send me a photo. Send me a photo with it and the information through. Go to my website, it's rentivate.co.uk. Go to there, mate. Send me it through, and like I say, something like that I can estimate from a photograph, mate. It just depends where you are when you want it doing. You know what I mean? So, what did I have here? I don't know what. Yeah, don't worry, Wayne, man. It's sound, man. Dave, you've been over to Corksall this week. Great product. Hey up, Colin. Hope you're well, mate. Over on my what's that? They will bully you if you allow them to. Can be difficult, but must try to stay firm. So Colin Phillips there. He's over on my Facebook, and he's experienced in plastering, rendering, all of that. Very experienced, and his advice is they will bully you if you allow them to. Can be difficult, but must try and stay firm. I agree with that. There's a way to word stuff and a way to talk to people, especially when you're doing contracts and stuff like that, to negotiate it. That's what you've got to do. And if it ain't working for you, mate, there's no point risking it. So yeah, that's my view on it as well, to be fair. Being over to Corksall this week, it looks like a great product. Oh, you know what, pal? I loved it. When I went over to Corksall, it opened my eyes, mate. It opened my eyes. Yeah, it's a big. It's been around for a while now, but I think it's going to hit big in the next couple of years. I think it's going to, take off. I'll be honest with you. You want to work with Corksall as much as you can, as far as getting the marketing, getting all the information out of them and everything like that. You want to work with Corksall and Jamie and Shantae and Pam and all that in the office, because them guys, boy, if you hit the marketing right, you could earn some really good money. But better than that, you can have a really good business, because it's really easy to train people to do it. Whereas being a plasterer or a renderer, doing all the building out and stuff like that's hard. But spraying, internally and over resprays and stuff like that, it's going to be big. And as for the product and the material and the support, it's unbelievable. I was talking to Jamie about it. Said to him, man, you're gonna hit some big change in the next couple of years. I can just feel it. You can just feel something like that happening. So yeah, man, he's going to be enjoying that. I think it's about time. He's put a lot of work in, and he's done well with it. He's done a massive job in London, which I'm gonna go see next month and shoot a video on. Actually, I'm off down to London. They've invited us down, so yeah, man, I'm gonna come down. Yeah, Colin, you can spray it. it's sprayable. It goes through the Optimix as well, the machine that I've just got that I'm using for all my top coats. But you can spray it, yeah. You can spray it through a handheld hopper, and oh my god, do you know what? If you actually sprayed it, you'd be mind blown. It's so light and so floaty, mate. It's just beautiful. The hopper in your hand's nothing, and it sprays a gem. It absolutely just flies on wall, mate. And it's not like silicone. When you're spraying silicone, you have to, there's a certain techers to it. There's a certain technique so it looks good. I'm not saying that cork you can just blast it on. You can't. You still have to keep some sort of pattern and uniform. But it's easier than silicone. You know what I mean? It's easier than silicone to spray. Especially if you've done silicone and you've got to spray that, it's a doddle. It's an absolute doddle. But yeah, it's good. Cork's great, mate. Really good. Cork's all I rate them massively. Right, I'm going to shoot to my YouTube because I've had a few questions on there. Danny Arbuckle, sick name that, mate. Proper tongue twister. But yes, evening Danny, mate. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Always here, this guy. He's a legend. Plastivate there. Go on, lad. Plastivate. Look, he took that from Renovate, but you know what? We'll let him have that. What have we got? Les White, how's the weather treating you up north? Flashing it down in Wales. What do you expect in Wales? You're in valleys, aren't you, mate? You know what I mean? It's constantly going to be raining down there, I bet. Only joking, I don't know what it's like, really. But yeah, man, it's Leeds is alright, man. It's alright. Like I say, Leeds is alright, man. It's not bad. The weather's been okay. Yeah, it's alright, man. James JB26. Joe, when power floating base coat, are you just floating the mesh and bringing the stuff through, or are you putting a coat on top of the mesh and floating that? Alright, cool. So that's a pretty in-depth. Someone that's knocked at the door. Mrs. is always selling something on Facebook Marketplace. So it's usually some older mine as well. But yeah, I was going to say to you. Right, okay, there's two ways that you can do that, mate. So if I'm looking to finish base coat, the same day, so if I've done a scratch coat, then I'm putting on spraying again, and then I'm going to rule it, put the mesh on, and I want to finish it, then that is when you are literally going to power float through. But when you're ruling it and spatting it, yeah, you'll be pulling through render anyway, you'll be pulling it through the mesh anyway. Get it through, but you don't want too much through. Just pull it through, you still want it to remain nice and flat. And then from there, when you're power floating it, use a diamond, not the sponge, but use a diamond, and basically the mesh helps you. It helps you stabilise the surface and make it flat and strong. So that's what I do there. But the other time is when I'm power floating over the top, which you'll see me doing a lot of now, is when it's cold, right? When it's been a little bit on the colder side, the render's not really setting quick enough. So what I'm doing is I'm building out my render to whatever depth I want it, ruling it totally flat, ruling it all up, and I'm putting a mesh on. I'm just leaving the mesh to sit at the front. So that's what I'm doing, sitting at the front. And then what I'm doing after that is, where I got my Optimix, is we're mixing up a slurry coat in a bucket, pouring it into the machine, and basically the machine then I just spray. I can do a bigger area with it, so I'm spraying a bigger area as a slurry coat, and then from there I just get my spat on it, spat it out, let it pull right in, and then get the power float on it again. That's it, spray a bit of water on and get power float on. So that's how I work it. So there's two different ways there. That was very quick, but I am going to shoot more videos on it. I'm going to shoot more videos on how I actually get the finish and stuff like that. I'll tell you the truth, recently I've been loving my diamond float. The handheld one as well, not just the power float, the actual. I need to get a new power float disc, but I've been using the hand one, and it's been awesome, I'll be honest with you. You can't beat that finish of the diamond float. It's absolutely great, especially when you're using the what you call it, Eco Rend X32 rubs up great. But yeah, cheers Colin, mate. Thanks to have you on here, man. I appreciate you watching. OG of the game right there, mate. What have we got? Mark Neeson, shout out to him, top dog. Best sand and cement renderer I've seen, this guy. Eric's made it through. Hey up, brother, must have said it in his calendar. He's missed last two. But yeah, top man, thanks a lot. He's not an ambassador of the king. Sick guy. James, thanks for the answer, Joel. How much did the new sprayer set you back? I'm interested in one. So my new Optimix, it costs 4,500 plus VAT. That's what it costs to buy. Tell you the truth, it's great. It's got everything that I wanted on it. Yeah, I waited ages to actually get a thin coat machine. Obviously, the last few years have been a bit tight financially anyway, so it's not something I could just splurge on, I'll be honest with you. But how it worked out, it's something like I've used quite a few machines, and when I went over to Predator DBP to have a look at it and check it with doing the things that I needed it to do, when I went over there, it was like I had a certain criteria of stuff that I wanted it to do. I wanted it to be able to spray base coat for small jobs, a slurry coat for my big jobs when I want to do a mist coat over everything and spat it and power flow it. I needed it to do that. And I also needed it to be able to spray top coat, but top coat to a high standard. That's what it needed to do. And you need lots of air. You need the right, it needs to have the right type of gun and nozzle and all that kind of stuff on it. And yeah, man, I went over there. Some bits I wanted to change on it. Talked to him there. Talked to Dave Anderson, who's a veteran in machine world. He's worked for P1. He's worked for K-Rend. He knows his stuff. You know what I mean. And talked to him about some stuff there. Changed a few bits on it that I didn't like. That I wanted it to set up a bit different to make it work better. And then from there, I went back again because this is the good thing about what I'm doing with them. They actually are interested in what I've got to say in the feedback, what I want it to do, how it needs to work, and stuff like that. So when I've gone back there, me and Si, literally in the yard, and there's I'm not going to get technical on you, like telling you all the stuff that's inside it and stuff like that, how it works. But basically, there's something inside the machine that changes the way it sprays continuously and stuff like that. It's just a little tweak is all it needed, a little tweak. And I was spraying, and while I'm spraying, he was changing it. So as I'm actually spraying, I can see the machine changing, the pattern changing, as it goes. I'm spraying this wall. I'm like, yeah. And I went, right, that's it, boom. Don't change it no more, that's it. And my pattern was perfect. So my machine's now set up to spray how I want it to spray. And it were awesome. So yeah, Optimix, banging machine, mate. 4.5 grand plus VAT. I think the other machines on the market are roughly around that. And they are good machines as well, not knocking over machines, but the plus side for the Optimix is it's got the compressor built in, which is like major, and you can get 240 volt as well. So that's it. One of the hardest things I find is having space for all the stuff that comes with it. If you've got a separate compressor, you've got you need to carrying water butts, carrying everything weird. It's just loads of things, water pumps. Like some machines don't even have a water pump built in. So I think with these machines, it's just ideal if everything's just in one unit, and it's not even that heavy. I know I'm saying that I can lift a decent deadlift, but Martin, who's tiny, who works with me, Martin's tiny. He's like 5'2", and he can lift it in and out of the truck, not a problem. So yeah. Happy days with that, mate. Good machine. I'm gonna do loads more on it anyway. Like you say, you've seen what I'm doing with it now. I'm working with them. I look forward to it. So yeah, man, you're gonna see some big changes. Danny, top man, all good up in Staffordshire, working away. Just got back from the pub. My dad's a nightmare, bless him. Man, I ain't got no time to go to the pub. I wish I did. Oh man. Let me go back to TikTok. Do you think being self-employed is worth it? Depends. It's a big question, that, mate. Do I think being self-employed is worth it? Do you want to wear the truth on that? There's a couple of angles I could come at this with. It's not as glamorous as people make it out to be. So don't think it's like you work for yourself, you're going to be a millionaire. You work for yourself, I'm my own boss, I do this and do that. It's crazy how people paint a picture of it and make it out something like that. But the flip side to being self-employed is you have to pay your own taxes. You have to be able to deal with sending quotes and invoices. You have to then you're every hat in the company. You're every hat. Your finances. Your your marketing. You're on the tools. You're managing people. You're a buyer. You know, there's loads of things you have to do when you go self-employed that no one thinks about. I'll tell you a way, right, that I think about being self-employed. I'll tell you in a sec. Big shout out to Brett Chalmers, good to see you, mate, and Alex Hughes. Yes, my lads. I'll tell you what it is, yeah. Self-employed is one of them things. I think, honestly, this is my honest opinion. If you want to be self-employed, you've got to work out really, like work from the back in. So I'd say if you're happy to earn, I don't know, lots of people happy to earn these years, 30, 40 grand a year. Let's just say 30, 40 grand a year, being a plasterer in your trade. Let's just say you want to do that, yeah? Do you think that's achievable, work for someone else? Do you know, could you plaster for someone else and earn that much money? I think you could. I think you could. If you raise your game in plastering and rendering, if you raise your game and your worth to a level where you can, you know, earn 30, 40 grand a year and that's what you want to earn, why would you deal with getting the stress of being self-employed, going to do all your own jobs and do your own marketing? It's kind of like, why would you do that? Do you know what I mean? If your lifestyle is going to be fine with 30, 40 grand a year and the way you want to live and all that kind of stuff, forget the ego part of it, because that's a lot of it. People go self-employed or want to have a big business for ego. I know, I did it myself. It was only for ego. I wasn't happy, I hated it. I'm not that type of guy. But the reality is, it's like, that's the main reason why you go big. If you're thinking about your lifestyle, 30, 40 grand a year, you can earn that for someone else. Level up. Become so good that the people you're working for, they'll pay you 30, 40 grand a year. That's it. The only time I say going self-employed, and you've got to be willing to put the work in and, you know, go big, and I don't mean big as in hire loads of people. I mean really put the work in, educate yourself on how to sell better jobs, how to market yourself better, how to get better jobs and all that kind of stuff. You know, if you want to be eating 50, 60 grand a year, I don't think I could ever pay anyone that who worked for me. So the only option is that they would have to go work for themselves and do what I do, effectively. That's it. But a lot of stuff comes with that. So yeah, long answer. I could talk about that even more, but yeah, I couldn't work for someone else now, full time. Not doing rendering or plastering, I couldn't do it because I'm too used to doing what I want to do, time wise and stuff like that. If I want to work, I'll work. If I don't, I'll do it. I won't. Simple as that. But when you work with someone else, they need you to be reliable. They need you to be there every day on time, cracking on for them every day. That's what it is. So for me, I'm not a good employee when it comes to plastering and rendering. I could work for someone else doing something else, like say while managing or something like that, or you know, I don't know, part of the plastering or rendering crew or whatever. You know, just like from a leadership role or something like that. I could do something like that. You know, you'd be getting paid good money, but for me, nah, I couldn't do it. But yeah, self-employed, it's hard, mate. Let me go down here. Wow, got loads on here. Yeah, express the dream. We use PFT for sprint now, mate. You into Venetian plastering, yeah? Are you from Leeds? Flipping heck, I've got a lot of questions here. Loads on this TikTok, right there. Right. Oh god, I need to get on these here. Plastering the deepest Arctic ceiling at the moment. Nightmare, mate. Absolute nightmare. Arctic ceilings out there. Went to see Mr. Smooth this week. Top lad, worth a visit if you haven't done much Finco. Mate, Mr. Smooth's the man. Mr. Smooth's the man. I remember he was talking to me about setting it out. We were talking about it last year, and said, man, get it done. And we talked a lot about it, and I'm glad that he's took off for him, because this guy is unbelievable at what he does, and he's a great guy, isn't he? So as far as I'm concerned, boy, you're learning from someone who's, man, I'm gonna go do his course. So don't worry about that. Jacob, how much do you lift? Right now, what do I lift? Probably not much, but my max lifts, if you're asking, my max lift, deadlift was 295, bench was 155, and my squat is 260. So that's my total lifts, all in kilos, not pounds. We're in England, you know. Kilos. Guy asked me if I'm from Leeds, ECB. Oh yeah, and you asked me further down if I worked at St Michael's School. I did, yeah. I worked at St Michael's School when I was a kid, yeah. Not well, I say a kid, I was a teenager. Just doing like PE and after school club football and all that. I was writing at my football when I was younger, so yeah, I did. Liam Jackson, now mate, you done the Venetian yet? No, I haven't done it, and tell you the truth, mate, I won't be doing it. I won't be doing it anytime soon, the Venetian course. It's just one of them things. I'm so tied up in what I've got right now in what I'm doing. Now I'm getting on with rendering, and with the Corksol. So for me, I've got three things that I do that are in the trade that I really do. I do a bit of plastering now and again. I've got a couple of mates who are developers and they want someone to plaster some bits. I'll do it, but to be honest, if it was my way now, which it is my way, I won't mind about. But there's only three things I want to do, and that's I want to do rendering. So that's my monocoushes and my thin coats. I want to do Baumit EWI because it's mint, and then I want to do Corksol. So they're the three things that I'm looking to do when it comes to my trade. That's working on the tools. They're the three things. I'm not really interested in plastering. Venetian, wicked. It looks beauty, but it's a whole new setup in it. It's a whole new marketing plan. It's a whole new pushing it onto people and stuff like that. And I'd be up for that if I wanted to have a bigger company. I would do it and promote it and that. But I'm not really bothered about it, to tell you the truth. I'm quite happy getting into doing this machine stuff I'm going to be doing, and mentoring and teaching people how to have a better work life and a better, get the best products and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm working on now. So yeah. But no, Venetian's mint, mate. Anyone who does that, mate, take me out off to him. Simi, what's the Corksol like over EPS? It can go to anything. It'll stick to anything. Obviously, EPS you're gonna have to base coat it anyway to get it flat, but it'll spray onto out, mate. It'll spray onto anything. It sticks to anything. It doesn't stick to is silicone. That's it. It's the only thing it won't stick to, silicone. But nothing does. So, but yeah, it's good gear. I'm telling you now, it's good gear. Yeah, it sprays a dream, mate. What's your opinion on the G4? What's my... Who's ECB? I will need to see who you are. There's loads of messages here, God. What's your opinion on the G4? No, I didn't mean to invite you. No. No, I didn't. Sorry, Wayne, I didn't mean to, mate. On the G4, I never used one. Seen one today. Down at Direct, it was getting a service. I seen one today. Good machine, innit? It's a nice machine, innit? Good machine. Great. It's just like a K4, innit? Really, they're not the same. Eric used to be a PT. Oh, he's done a bit of PTing. That's heavy. I'm gonna come back and do some more. But yeah, G4, good machine, mate. Good machine. They all are, mate. They're all good machines. Ben Wadsworth down for the seminar. Yeah, so I've already been talking down at Direct Building. I've got some more meetings coming up early next month. I'm stacked till then, but early next month I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna put a lot of stuff to them. So hopefully they're dead keen to do stuff like the seminars, the training, and it'll be great because if you guys come down, you'll get to come down and get taught how to use the machines, which is a plus obviously if you're interested in new machines, but also products as well. So I'll be there and I'll basically be talking through products. If people want to know questions or you want me to show you how I do the base coating and how I do the meshing and all that kind of stuff, we're down there doing it. I'll show you. So it'll be worth people who, when it starts coming out, when we get it all sorted out, it'll be worth coming down because it won't just be a fact of look at our machine. We want to show you how great it is. It's like obviously we're doing that, but we also want to show you what it can do, what materials it can spray, how it sprays them, and one of the big things is like how you should spray them. A lot of people get a machine and I've seen them spray it way too thick, and it's like you'll be shocked at how easy it comes out of the machine and how wet we have it and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be good, and also I get to meet you guys and chill out with us and have a laugh and that, and we can crack a bit of banter and do a bit of work, can't we? And all learn something, and that's what it's about. That's what we've been missing in our game, really. So Yeah, they're on it, mate. Good on them. I rate them for it. Mark, I'm learning plastering and my boss said I have to do corners but worried not good enough. Any advice? Is that corners you mean or homers? I don't know what homers is, but I'm guessing you mean corners. Just get an angle trowel, mate. Internals, angle trowel. If you're doing wet on wet, angle trowel. If you're really struggling with it, mate, just do opposites. So do an opposite wall until you get your confidence built up. Um, that's it. But don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Get a corner trowel, get in it early. Don't be one of them cowboys who goes, I use my finger. Nah. Don't be sticking a big brush mark in it. Trowel all the time, yeah? I've just started scaffolding. What's your opinion on being a scaffolder, pal? Shall I get out now? Hey, scaffolding, yeah, they earn some good money then, mate. Scaffolders earn good money. It's hard work. In winter, them poles are cold. And in summer, it's red hot. You're up on a scaff. But I rate them, mate. I think scaffolders are class. I think they're absolute beasts, mate. So, yeah, I would, continue it. It's good. It's good. If you're up for the work, it's a good job. It's a good job to have. I think they get paid good money as well. They definitely charge good money, I know that. What's your thoughts on doing 5 days a week weight training and doing rendering on site 5 days? Elliot Kearney. So, dude, I'll tell you the truth, yeah? When I'm training, it's like it comes hand in hand, I'd say. So I've never been one to get injured or get fatigued really when it comes to muscles. When it comes to like at work and I've never really sore rope. Do you know what I mean? Like I've never struggled with that. I think when you start doing stretches and that and foam rolling and using massage guns, I just put it on charge. To be fair, my massage gun, stuff like that. Just look after yourself. You'll be all right. Drink lots of water. And you can, but I just think when it comes to doing PBs, it depends what level you're lifting at. If you're trying to lift big weights, 5 times a week, I wouldn't recommend it. Because actually, you can do it, but you just got to make sure that you're repairing properly. Eat good, eat enough food, make sure you're repairing the best you can. And when you do relax, you know what I mean? Sleep good, you'll be alright. But for me, I would lift in 3 times a week, heavy 3 times a week, and working every day as well, and I was fine. It's just about balance, mate. You know what I mean? It's one of them. I think some people, they don't really eat the right things. They're not trying to recover and repair proper, because it's a big thing, that, mate. It's a big thing. But yeah, I won't be bothered. I'm not no PT, mate. I'm not going to tell you how to get a plan and all that. But I'm just trying to say, for me, I eat a lot of food when I'm training, when I'm lifting weights properly. I haven't done it for a few months now, but I eat lots of food, drink lots of water, and I've got a foam roller. It's literally there on the floor. I was foam rolling the other day because I actually did have a twinge on my left lat, and rolled it out now, and I'm fine. But yeah, foam roller, drink water, warm baths, happy days. My body is not aching at all. And that's why I'm doing machine rendering and stuff like that, because I don't want to be laying on and doing all that all day. I'd rather use machine like that, do work. But yeah. ECB, you took me out of class for a bit. What did you do? What's your name? Tell me your real name on here, because then I can... ECB, because I've met, from when I worked at St Michael's Primary School, I've met a few kids, right, who I used to talk to and that, obviously when I was there, like young lads and that. I ran football team as well for them for a few months. But yeah, I literally, right, a couple of them, one works in a bar in Leeds. No, actually more than one of them does. Max, the kid called Max, I remember him because he was a proper cool kid. And he works at a bar in town. And then there's another kid called Elliot, and there was someone called Jack and Reese. All good lads. And I was actually out one night in Edinley. And they're going like, Mr. Cook. And I'm like, what? Who's that? Mr. Cook? Thinking, who's this? And anyway, it was them. And I ended up sitting down and bought them loads of drinks, and I got them all pissed and that. So yeah, but they're all young men, 21-year-old, 22-year-old, and you know what? It was good to see them, man. It was good to see how well they were doing. They all were still mates, like good mates. I was shocked really. I was like, oh, that's class, that. But yeah, good lads at that school, mate. You had some good people in there, good on them. But yeah, man. So you reckon it burns you out too much? It does, but just tone it down. For me now, I'm trying not even to work 5 days a week, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, tone it down if it's killing you like that. Kendrick, what accent is that? Don't you start with me tonight, mate. Do not start with me tonight about what accent's that. It's Yorkshire. It's Yorkshire. Um, God's country, my man. You know what this is. What's this here? Elliot. So you're Elliot. Are you? Yeah. Don't you remember? You see me in Edinley. If you're Elliot, if you're the Elliot, yeah, and you're a bar manager. You've looked after me a few times when I've been out pissed up with my mates. You've sorted us out. You have. I don't know where you're working now, but if you're that Elliot, yeah, you're a good kid, you mate. I remember you from being at school. I remember you proper well. Yeah, man, good lad. Mike Powell, when you're tyroleaning, do you let the top coat dry? Do you use the same mix as top coat and gun? I don't tyrolean, mate. Don't do it. I don't do it, pal. So I couldn't possibly say. Robert. Hi Joel, I've got a big job for me anyway. I'm looking at spray using Weber. Is it easy to spray? It's Weber's not bad gear. It depends what you're using and how you want to do it, but it's not bad gear when it comes to rendering. None of it's bad, to be honest with you. But if you are doing Weber, you have to bear in mind that you probably have to finish it that day because it is a quick setter, unless you put it on later on in the afternoon and give it a hose down before night and then get off. But for me, I always use EcoRend MR1 because it's beauty. It's a slow setter. You can accelerate it and you can slow it down. But for me, I just leave it as it is and I spray from about 11 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock till about 1, 2 o'clock and get a decent area on, rule it up. And then I'll go do something else. And then what I'll do before I go home that night, 3, 4 o'clock, I'll get the hose pipe and I'll just give it a mist coat. Once I've closed it, I'll give it a mist coat. And there you go. In the morning you get there and it's an absolute dream. When it gets to summertime, obviously all that'll change, but Weber is good. But it's, for me, it's not my ideal one. It's a little bit too much really. Drying it same day and all that. Spraying it, ruling it, and then putting it on the same day. For me, if I'm doing a big gable, it's hard work, man. I'd rather get back to it next day after I've had a kip. Homers is little jobs at night time. Oh, homers in Scotland we just have different terms. Alright, homers. What you want to be, so basically moonlighting. Your boss has said to you moonlight. Is he not paying you enough? That's what's happening there. You probably said to him I want some more dough and he's going, you need to do some more jobs yourself, innit? Yeah, listen mate, it's up to you if you want to do it. It's extra money for you if you want to do it, but I think jobs hard enough to be doing it daytime, never mind on a night, so I don't do it anymore. I never used to do it when I worked for Roddy at the time, so it's up to you though. It's one of them. You're not gonna learn anything more from it. It's only financially that you're gonna benefit, but then again, do you even benefit? Like, that's half the battle as well, because I often think sometimes when I've worked harder, I've never really come out better off financially. When you work smarter, I have. So I'd rather do less and earn more than do more than and earn the same, if you get me. So yeah. Have you used VPI monocouche render yet, mate? I've only used Parex and VPI. What's your favourite mono? Bobby. So yeah, VPI monocouche, I've used it once. I wasn't that keen on the mono. So no, I didn't use that. And then you've only used Parex. Parex was good when I used it before, but I have used it a couple of times and it has been rubbish as well. So again, my favourite mono is MR1 from EcoRend because it just sprays through my machine beautiful. It rules beautiful. I'll tell you how it is, yeah. I can put on a big gable with me and a labourer, like, and not worry. To me, that's a good render. That's a good mono. Like, it's perfect. The amount of lag you've got on that wall is nice. You know what I mean? Like, before it's going off too much. So the lag's nice on it. I think it's great, and it's got body as well. What I mean by body is it builds up really well. So if I've got a bit of a wall that was a bit shit and I haven't really based it out as much as I could have done, it holds really well. It holds really well. So yeah, I've never had no dry line marks with MR1 either. So I highly recommend the EcoRend one. That's the one I go to. I won't use any other mono. The only other one after that's faster. again. But yeah, nah. Not interested in Weber one and VPI one. I'd go with Weber. I mean, not with Weber. Flipping out, going about with Eco-Rent. You're still working hard at Graft House. Looking at your vid on lighting up a wall for inspection. In yeah. Simit, now I haven't been to Graft House for ages. Changed gym. I got at JD now. Again, I haven't been for a few months, but yeah, I would go back to Graft House though. I do miss the place. It was awesome, but for now I'm alright with JD. I can go to a few different ones as well, so I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Elliot, yeah, I can't believe I bumped into you again, man. I remember you taking me out of class for a kickabout. Just had to chill you out, man. That was it. You were a good kid, yo. You were a good kid. I remember you really well. You were a really good kid. I remember, yeah, just take you out, let off some steam in it. Yeah, man. I enjoyed working there. I think sometimes that's what kids need. They need someone who's, understands them a bit more. It's hard when you've got a teacher who's like a fossil. You know what I mean? 50, 60-year-old, and I sound bad, that 56-year-old. I don't mean to take piss out of anyone who's 50, 60, but teachers, they're not bothered, are they? When yeah, it's one of them ones, old school ones as well. So yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. Good lad, man. I'm glad you're doing well. So Charlie Hill, I do a lot of small/medium rendering jobs like extensions with no labour. Is it worth investing in a machine? Yeah, it's. I'm not just gonna say go buy one. If it's just you and you're working on your own and you're doing mono jobs, it's gonna be hard to run a machine and render at the same time by yourself. So I guess if they're getting to the point, small and medium, I don't know what that means if you're about extensions or if it's like a medium-sized job. What's that? It could be out, couldn't it? A big extension, or it could be a small semi-detached house. I think if you're knocking them out anyway and you're getting a couple of them a month, it's worth investing in a machine. You'll get it done quicker. Maybe try get a labourer who's flexible, who could literally, jump on whenever you want, or maybe get another local spread to come along and jump on rendering jobs with you whenever you get them, book it in with them, pay them good, and come help you out on the jobs. That's what I'd probably look to do. If it's just you on your own buying a machine, it's going to be hard work. And even though the Optimix, like I say, is one of them things where you mix up by hand and pour it in, again, it's still a lot of work for you to do if you're on your own. So I wouldn't recommend getting a machine unless you're looking to include someone else with you. So there's at least two of you. I don't believe you need a 3 or a 4-man team for a job. I've done plenty of houses with just 2 people. And half of the time I've been the one who only got a clue, the other lads just putting bags on. So yeah, you can do it, but at least you need is 2 of you. But yeah, let me have a look. Come see Mark Felix. Come see Mark Felix talking about he's coming to open our shop, Easter challenge, him on the hammer. Listen, I ain't gonna mess with Mark Felix, mate. The guy won the Hercules hold. This guy's got a grip. He's got the record for the Hercules hold, hasn't he? He's a beast, mate. Legend. Imagine him plastering a ceiling though. Can't imagine it, can you? Size it, fella. You know what I mean? Trowel must look like a midget trowel in his hand. Madness. Ellis, when did you start plastering? When I was about 20. That's when I started plastering, when I was about 20. Locally in Leeds, that's it. A few lads mentioned it, thank you buddy, no problem my man. VPI all the way. Yo, whatever floats your boat, man, do your thing, eh? Yeah, 50 bags the other day with accelerator and finished for R4. It's good going, man. Yes, Stuart! Stuart Roberts, the gaffer at Trial Talks, come on my Facebook one, gone, hey up mush. I guess that's what I always say, hey up mush. What's happening, mush? Only problem I have with VPI is sagging, even playing about with the water pressure on the machine. Yeah, sagging's a pain in the ass with mono, because you can see that if you don't sort it out. What's planned for seminar? Lad, I'm still in Leeds, be up for a bit of spray, see your products of choice. Yeah, man. The plan is, we haven't got a plan yet, but the plan is to get it all sorted out properly, so we're active. These guys, they're ready, we're like, let's go, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, I want to make it a good experience for you. I want to be able to show everybody, you know, different things while we're there. It needs to be set up. So we've got some changes to do in yard. Oh, am I live in a group? Cheers, mate. Cheers for that, Stuart. We've got some changes to do in the yard there. We were talking about them today with Carl and Si, and basically there's some ideas that we've got there for the yard. We've got some stuff right with the training that we're going to be doing, which no one else is doing. I don't care what, you know, you try to do a state of the art training thing and all that. I think it's great, but we've got some tips here and some bits that we're going to be adding to this training section, right? That's not out there. No one's done it. No one's thought about it, and I look forward to bringing them. But the seminar, mate, it will be. Yeah, we'll be getting some dates out in the next, I'd say the next 2 to 3 weeks. We'll have some dates out. I just want to see how the space is going to look. I just want to see how many people can get in, because we don't want to pack it out, and you know, I want to be able to work with everybody and talk to everybody and show you all the things comfortably. So yeah, we're gonna get it sorted out. But I'm glad that you've got some interest, and yeah, we've had a few people asking about it, so that'll be good, man. Everyone's calling me Mark Felix now, Liberties. Box up real sharp, bro, come on. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Tell me what you mean, box up. Do you know of anyone or any companies looking for apprentice when I start my plastering course? Say the truth, mate, I don't know any. My advice to you is to join the Travel Talk group on Facebook. When you start your course, go on there and just put your information on there. The lads, it's got a big database of good people on there. And yeah, if anyone's looking, you know, post it on there and they'll get in touch with you, or they'll put you about, give you a good chance, you know what I mean? Yes, Wally, you alright, mate? I'm all good, pal. Hope you're well. I haven't seen you for a long time. What do you use to extend windowsills? Windowsills is generally, when I've done an EWI job, I need to extend the windows as a brand new windowsill. That's it, basically. And spray them to the colour of the windows that are there. So obviously it's great if they're white, but you know, often now I've been doing jobs where the windows have been like a grey colour, a funny grey colour as well. So that's what I've been doing, but it is what it is. Have you heard of Eco Efficient Home Solutions, Harlow? Nah, mate, never heard of them. Never heard of them. It's a nice name, though. Yeah, it's a nice name, though. Let me go down there. Yeah, man, good to see you. I always watch your vids. You always watch them all, yeah? Cheers, mate. No, mate, I start to get embarrassed in that. But yeah, I'm glad you do, man. I'm glad you do. James with the M-Tech 200. Good machine, powerful. That was my first machine, that. The first ever machine. Every time I do these lives, my missus brings me a cup of tea and a cream egg or something. But I ain't gonna eat a cream egg in front of you lot. That ain't happening. But yeah, man. Hey. Oh man, Jay Crawford, my man there. Evening, mate, hope you're well. If you don't know anything about Jay, well, you're gonna know him now. This guy's invented a bead that goes on with monocouche render, and basically when you rub it back, it has the name, or they can get the name of the house or the number, stuff like that. So yeah, it's sick. It's a great idea, and he talked to me about it months ago, and yeah, he just needed that little nudge, man. And I just go for it, mate. Go for it, and I'm proud that he's done it, and he's pushing it out now, and it's going well. So yeah, good man. I'm proud of that. Glad that you know, people in our industry are looking to make changes and, you know, improve stuff and make it better. And if you haven't seen him, go on his Instagram page, or it's called Intelligent. I think it's Intelligent Plaster Inventions. It's called. I think it's quite a new page that he's opened up, but you know, look for it, Jay Crawford on there. You can find out JCPR plastering. And yeah, he's got some right stuff. I can't wait to use them, to be fair. He said he's gonna make me one for Renovate. Actually, I'll tell you what you can do. Do me one for my house. I'll tell you my address and I'll do it at my house. I'll stick it on the front. But yeah, legend man, good lad him, really good lad. Head screwed on, that's what you need. Intelligent Render Products Limited, there you go. Go check him out, mate. Guy's on it. Been watching you a long time, bro. Works bang on. Wish I could render. Cheers, mate. You can render, you just can't do it yet. That's it. Everyone can do it, you just have to learn. You know what I mean? Oh God, look at this. You can't see it on TikTok or YouTube, but my uncle Ernie's jumped up on my business one. Uncle Ernie, it sounds wrecky, doesn't it? My Uncle Ernie Cook got you up for a big job in Belfast. I don't know if he's pulling my leg or being serious, but it's a bit far to be dragging trailer and machine that, mate. I know we're family and that, but it's a bit far that, pal. What am I gonna do? Get a helicopter to take machine over on a pallet? Oh, you might have to ask your mates at K-Rend. They might lend us a machine, but I doubt it because I'm an eco-rend guy, so they might not be up for that. I know some good people in Northern Ireland though. I don't think they'll give you family rates though, so just be careful. But yeah, thanks man. Cheers for watching my live, man. I'm buzzing. I ain't got the M-Tech 330. I've got the K4 me. Good machine the K4 is. See me, great to pick up some new innovative products to use. Yeah, there's a lot going on out there, mate. Especially in the retrofit market now. There's a lot, so yeah, it's worth getting into it and learning about it. Get educated on it. Get your PAS. I think it's 2030 or 1035 or something like that. Some mad code, mate. But you get your PAS and all that because you're gonna need that to be working. So that's another little thing for you to look into. Make sure you get qualified up, boys. Make sure you get qualified up, and girls, and whatever else you want to call yourselves. No discrimination here. Personally, not a fan of the M200. Used to have a problem with the gravity fed system. You know what, mate? I'll be honest with you. I never really had that problem. I had. Oh, gets to start it for you. And PS, I'm 66. I'm not a fossil. Oh, a bit of nerve there. Sorry, mate. I still love you. Don't worry. What was I on about then? Not the M. Yeah. So listen, the M200. When it comes to the gravity fed system, it's not actually the gravity fed system that's the problem. If your gear's not moving down, it's because it's bridging. It's starting to bridge. It's common with a lot of machines like that. Even the Ritmos and that do it. It's just because you've got powder and water mixing in the same place. The machine like that, you can't really leave it sat for a long time because it starts to absorb the water back in, because the powder and the water is exactly in the same place. So you'll have that with gravity fed machines, any of them, if you're not careful with it. The luxury of having a machine like a K4 or a G4 or a classic or anything like that is literally, you've got a wet area and a dry area. Buzzing, you know what I mean? So they can bridge, but mate, you've got to, I mean, I've left my K4 before for half an hour, 45 minutes, gone to have some dinner or do whatever I needed to do, rolling up or whatever, and I've gone back to it. First bit of spray is a bit thick, fruit pipe, standard, but then it goes back to the normal spray, so yeah, it's not a problem. EcoRend doesn't like the machine as much as Parex and VPI, we've figured. The same for yours. Mate, I've sprayed EcoRend through my K4, effortless. Absolutely effortless, mate. Sprays a treat. But so did Parex. Again, the VPI didn't spray the best through my K4. It didn't. There were a bit some dry bits in it here and there. Yeah, I just didn't really get on with it. The thin coat's nice, but I just didn't get on with it, mate, to be honest with you. But yeah, now my K4 sprays EcoRend banging now. Any more Corksaw videos coming soon? Yeah, I said I'm off down to London in April. I'm just going down to London. I don't know if I'll be there for a day or two, but I'm off down to London to see Jamie's job, and I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna film it proper. I'm gonna do a proper film about it because it's a big job, and that'll be going on YouTube channel. And if you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're on this feed here and you're watching me or you're commented, just go to my link on my page, right, and quickly go to YouTube and subscribe. Do that for us because I'm trying to get that page up. I'm trying to get that page popping. So go to my YouTube channel and subscribe for us. You're doing us a big favour. I'll be happy with that. Oh yeah, and also I've got a new thing on my page on Facebook. I mean on Facebook, on YouTube. If you're enjoying the content that I'm sharing you can buy me a coffee. I seen this on someone else's and I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm always spending money on lattes. If you're getting good value from the footage I'm putting out, just buy us a coffee. Go on there, click the link, and you can send your boy some tokens for some lattes and get Martin some cappuccinos. He'll appreciate it because that boy's a little grafter too. So yeah, that's on my YouTube channel. That go on it, have a look. Don't be shy. What's this? Oh God, I've got so many questions tonight. Hello mate, love watching your videos. When I was still in school, wanted to do plastering. Well, what are you doing now, Jake? Are you at it then? Cheers for watching them. I'm glad you watched them. When I was in school and I wanted to do plastering, what are you doing now? Are you still doing it? You still want to do it? Or have you done it and gone? Where you at, man? The G4, yeah, it's a good machine. It's a good machine, the G4, mate. You can't. All of them are. I'm not gonna knock any other machines, me. I'm not gonna knock them because the reality is they're all like work. Do you know what I mean? But where I feel like the machine industry is behind is in the support, in the training, in the in the backup, in helping people out, helping applicators and working with you, not just getting your door and then not talking to you again. Like for me, I'd rather have you leave with. If I recommended something to you, I want you to leave and be comfortable with it. And you know what? If you're not comfortable, I want you to be comfortable to come back to me and tell me that, and then I can show you more. I can point out where you're going wrong. I can point out what you need to change. Half of the time, it's only something so little, and that's where I'm glad when I'm talking to these guys, they're totally behind that, and that's a big thing. It's a big thing. We're gonna pull it out of the Stone Ages, the rendering game, and not make it so private and exclusive. Like, not everyone can do it. People are scared of getting into it. Where I'm gonna show you that you can do it. Simple as that. So yeah, man, keep watching me, keep checking it out, subscribe, and you'll see. Cat's come for an appearance. What are you doing? She's got a right mouth on her. Ah, yeah, so Jake, you're doing it then, you're still like level 2, good lad. That's what I like to hear. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. Just remember, you've got to enjoy it, work hard, and once you get good, it's easy, it's effortless. So don't worry about that, mate, good man. I'm glad I inspired you to do it as well, that's good. I think inspired, I don't think you quite said that, but I'm going to take it anyway. Good lad. Yeah, you always, Bobby mate, machines, you always have problems with them. You always have them with it. It's just when you get to the point where you've worked with machines that much, like with my machine now, I get the odd bit, and Andy Hill's helped me out loads of times, Les Lodd's helped me out loads of times, Dave Anderson's helped me out loads of times, and the reality is now it's like I know what I'm looking for. My machine, the water pump cracked on it one day. I say it cracked. I give it a crack with hammer. So I thought it was seizing up and it split, and I was like, oh shit. So I had to take all the water pump off, everything myself, and put it back together. It worked fine. So as you go with the machines more and more, you understand how to change bits and how to fix stuff. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things. But other than that, yeah, you do have problems. You do have them. Yeah. Where we at now, my man? Where we at? Definitely, mate. Yeah, you are. That, Liam, mate, I just talked about Venetian a minute ago. I aren't into it yet, and to say the truth, I'm probably not going to go into that market. Just because literally I feel like quick rendering and that, I'm onto it, like as in, I love it. You know what I mean? I'm onto a winning thing here, I enjoy doing it. So yeah, I'm not really going to focus on all else now. I'm just going to stick with rendering, I think. Especially with all the systems and that are coming out now, with EWI and the Corksol and all of that. So I'm going to be sticking to this, but I think I do rate Venetian. I think it's great. I think it's got a lot of good people doing it already. So if you're going to go into that, you better hit the ground running, man, and step it up. But yeah, it's good. It's great. It looks beautiful. Some work to do. I've seen it. It's unbelievable. AK Render, love the knowledge and the vids. Absolute legend in this game. Respect, my man. I appreciate that. But you as well. Seen your work, mate. I always watch your stuff, your posts and that. Bang on. Liam Jackson, yeah, stick with what you enjoy the best. We do the media walls now and apply that Venetian. That's what I mean. You're getting them good customers. Hey, what's this? I got a gift. I got love. What's that? Oh, I like that. Cheers, mate. Little love heart with thing on. Don't tell our last we'll go mad. But yeah, media walls, they look wicked, mate, when they're done in Venetian. Yeah, they look well good. If you're getting the right customer and the right client and you're doing them, mate, from scratch to end, you can earn a great living on that car. You're doing one of them a week. You know what I mean? You're earning some good dough. So, and you enjoy doing it as well. You're onto a winner, mate. That's what you want to be doing, how do you get on with the M200? Don't tell my lass. She'll go mad. Trust me, mate. She'll be in here punching heads off. How do you get on with the M200? I got on with it alright. In the beginning, it was hard. It was hard work at the beginning, I'll be honest with you. But I think any machine would be, or anything that you try to do at the beginning is always hard, you know. But yeah, it's alright. It's an alright machine, mate. Not to write home about. Do I think there's better machines out there? Definitely, I do. But I could use one. You could drop one here now and I could set it up and use it. But yeah, that's only because, like I say, I've been experienced using other ones. So yeah, man, it's hard. So check this out. I've got a message right on YouTube. This is class from Joe Fort. I'm not laughing at you, mate. I'm just. I think the answer's gonna be a good one. Hi mate, hope you're good. What's your advice on best way to strip wallpaper that's been painted over? Come to a job today and it's on most of the walls, alright, paint to scrape off. Joe. We ain't stripping wallpaper, mate. Customers got to strip the wallpaper. I don't care how much you pay me, I ain't stripping wallpaper. It's a nightmare. Like you said, it's doing you nothing. It's a paint to scrape off. You should have sorted that out before you got to that job. You should have checked with that customer that they had stripped them walls before you got to that job. That's all I'm going to say. If I get to a job and there's paper all over them walls, I'm done. I actually got a house that I'm doing up the road in Morley. And yeah, the stripped wood chip off the staircase. Completely off. Mate. Said, how do you want it? I said, mate, off, all of it. Like, all of it. I'm like, all of it, mate. Can't plaster over it, don't care what you're doing, it needs to come off. And yeah, they got stuck in with steamer and scrapers and bam, it's perfect. Could have skimmed straight over it now. But yeah, man, don't deal with that, mate. And it's hard to give a price for stripping paper because you don't know how it's going to come off. You know what I mean? I've been at jobs before where I've had to not render off and I've charged 4 days thinking, it's going to be hard this 4 days and it's come off in a day. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a win, but still it's a nightmare, isn't it? When you get one, you charge 4 days and it takes you 8. It's like, yo. Nightmare. Why did I start this? My last job before the one I'm on now. No, it was 2 jobs ago, sorry. I bought a scrabbler from Rafina to get it. This is how hard this house was. Just trying to take the top layer off of paint and render. And my God, it was absolutely horrible. Horrible. I had a lad on scrabbler for 2 weeks just trying to get the top layer off. Yeah. I just know, like, in future with that, the thing is, I could have done a pull test on it and gone over it. It was that solid. I could have done a pull test on it and plugged it, pinned it, and just done a really tight thin coat render and lightweight on it. But the customer was adamant that it was coming off. And I was like, they paid good money, they paid for me to do it, so it is what it is. But I wasn't doing it, I just got a lad to do it. I said, yo, get your sin up there. I wasn't doing that, mate. Well, bought scrabbler, give him that, and he went up and boxed it off. It was horrible. But yeah, Bobby, mate, I'll catch you later on. Cheers for that, mate. Hey, thanks for watching as well, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, God, 8:05. Time flies, doesn't it? You're having fun. Time flies and you're having fun. Let me see if I've got out else, because I wouldn't mind staying. I wouldn't mind finishing a bit earlier tonight. Last time I finished it was like 8:30. If you could go back to 1920, what would you do differently to become more successful? Wow, this guy, that is the question, you know. That is the best question I think I've had on this feed. That is the best question, that. It's going to be a good answer as well. But that is a wicked question, mate. Louis, are you a plasterer? Are you a plasterer? If you're a plasterer, comment below, tell me you're a plasterer or a renderer, whatever it is. But if I could go back to 1920, what would you do differently to become more successful? You're 20 and you're a plasterer. Are you a plasterer? You do silicone render. Boy, it's a bit funny. I love this kind of shit. This question's banging. Right. I would say these are the things you want to do. Always work backwards again. You're on 150 a day at 20, so you're on great money. You're happy to earn that. You try to progress. I don't know what you want to progress to. Tell me what you want to progress to, and I'll tell you what I recommend you do. But I'll say to you, for me to be more successful, what would I change at 1920? 1920, I was still learning, mate. So you seem like you started at 16, so you've gone past the learning process. You're still young. I think you're going to pick up a lot of things. You've still got a lot to learn. Not just from the skill-wise of plastering, but life-wise. I feel like sometimes you got to enjoy yourself. You're young, mate. Let your hair down. You know, blow your socks off. Do your thing, man. You know, don't worry about it. But yeah, it's one of them where you're saying I want to work on my own and earn thousands, get my own van, eventually a machine. It's yeah. Do you know what? You can do all of that. You can do all of that. I wouldn't say you need to be too particular about everything as far as getting it all in place like that, you know. But learn as much as you can from the person you're with right now. Don't jump ship. You're on great money. Save up. Buy your own van, you know. Do that. Hopefully you might be running a little gang for him. You know, you can earn more money, maybe get a percentage of the profits on that. I'd probably look at it that way myself. But, you know, that's something I would advise you to do. Talk to him, because that's what I'd have. But, yeah, I think it's, advice-wise, is get an accountant. I'd say to you, get an accountant and make sure that your money is right. Make sure that your finances is right. Make sure that your you know, your taxes are always paid. And make sure that, you know, you're covering everything properly, especially your merchants. You know, your finances is such a big thing, and it's such a big thing when it comes to growth as well. So if you want to grow, you need to, you know, you need to be financially sound. So yeah, I think number one thing that I'm not even good at it now. At 36, I'm shit with money, me. Like I'm not the best with it. But my missus deals with that. So it's like that's what she does now. I'm not even allowed to have a say in what happens with it. I just do the work, grafting for her. But in reality is that's where it needs to be, because I'm shit at it. But we've got an accountant, and the accountant's great. She deals with everything. Send her all my invoices, she deals with it. So one of my big tips to anyone who's young like yourself is sort out your financial, you know, get it right, work on that. That's a big tip I'd give to my younger self. Other than that, mate, I think hard work is something that's natural. I've done that all my life. I've been a grafter, I've hustled. So that's kind of natural. If I could change anything, I'm far from bang on, me. I'm far from bang on. There's lots of stuff that I could go into where I'm trying to tell you about, but certain stuff you need to learn. Like, you have to figure yourself out. And when it comes to hiring and stuff like that, that's the hardest part of owning a business, is hiring people, finances and hiring people, working with people, because there's different types of personalities and all that. And when you get into it and you actually learn how to hire, like I've been taught how to hire people by a business coach, and literally it's like doing tests, checking the personality, will they work in his team. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, mate. It's such a big question, that it's something where I could do like a series of videos about it. But I think you can get a van on 150 a day, can't you? Get yourself a nice van, and you can get yourself your own machine and run your own gang. But I would definitely, given the climate as well, what's going on, I would probably look to stay with him until it gets a little bit more stable out there. People asking me how to get more work. What's it called here? Has a good rapport with vendors, merchants is key. Yeah, to me, you bang on. A good rapport with vendors and merchants is key. It's massive. It's very important to have that. Yeah, and yeah, the internet has changed learning curves for many. It has. Honestly, man, I think when it comes to learning, yeah, and I've watched, right, I swear to you, I've watched more or less, God, every video on YouTube from roofers, landscapers, builders. I've watched them all. Like, that's all I used to do. I used to put my headphones in every day and listen to them. Everything, the good, the bad, all the information. I just take stuff in from them. I've listened to business coaches, entrepreneurs. I've listened to all the standard ones that Gary V, everyone does on all that. But the reality is, there's other people who are like us, who are normal people who I've watched and listened to. There's a roofer in America who I watch and listen to, and he's unbelievable. So you've got to take all that information in. I've actually had a business coach. I've had two business coaches and a mentor. So it's like you pay them, and do I think it's worth it? If you get the right one, I think it's definitely worth it. First one I had wasn't that good. He taught me some things, but he weren't that good. It was all right. The second one I had, which was Craig Wilkinson from the Elite Business Academy, and that guy, he's cooking on gas, mate. He is literally his energy, mate. His energy. He's been there and done it out of business, but his energy, mate. He's on the ball. Like, yeah, I would advise him to anyone as a coach. I'll be honest with you. I think coaches are worth it. I think mentors are worth it. Yeah, you need someone to hold you accountable. It's all right, trying to do everything and that, but I said it's you need someone to hold you accountable who questions what you're doing and explains to you and breaks stuff down on what you're doing. So yeah, I think it's vital. If you think about it, no one being a Stuart, mate, Craig knows his stuff, mate. He's really good. Honestly, yeah, you're right. I think when it comes to our trade, yeah, give this a like. Actually, this TikTok, it's dropped right off. Give it a like. We want to get more people in here. We're giving away diamond nuggets here, mate. Diamond nuggets, golden nuggets, and diamonds. Listen, when it comes to the plastering and rendering game, I'm going to talk about this because this is my game. This is where I'm at, guys. No one teaches you how to run a business. No one. You can plaster all day. You can render all day. You can do it. Do it with my eyes closed. It's no problem. You can do it with your eyes closed. You all can do it. But when you come to run a business, it's a different ball game, mate. It's a different ball game. I've been at the point where I've had loads of people working for me and winged the life out of it. What I'm good at is I'm good at my job. I'm great at what I do. Without blowing my own trumpet, I'm good at what I do. Good with people. I've got good people skills. I like social media, so I'm decent with marketing. They're my three main things that I do. So when it comes to getting jobs and doing work, that's what everyone wants. They want someone who's enthusiastic, who's actually good at it, and the like. So I've ticked 3 boxes there. So when it comes to that, that's what I'm good at. Obviously, I know the cost of my jobs and all that, and what I get paid and stuff. That's sound. I've worked it out. But when it comes to the background of business, I'm poor. That's what my missus does. So that's the difference. I think you've got to think about it. There's certain stuff that you don't need to do, like admin, where you can get an admin who works freelance for you and you pay them by the hour, and they do all your emails, deal with all your inquiries, deal with all your social media messages, deal with everything. You can get accountants that do all your returns, all your materials, all of that. You can even get them to put financial reports together for you, and you just pay the bill. Do you know what I mean? So there's loads of things you can do, but no one tells you this. No one will tell you this. No one tells you that this. You just think it's all on you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's hard, man. But that's what I'm trying to do with another part of me going forward. Is I want to do more mentoring stuff. Actually, if you're watching this, would you be interested in getting mentored from someone like me? Actually, that's a question I'm going to ask you. Would you? Answer honestly. Warren, what do you think about paying for work? Never. I'm not going to knock it because I'm not going to knock it because I know people actually use my building and all that kind of stuff, and it's good for them and it works for them. I just feel like when you're paying for work, you're paying for it's not my type of work. It's kind of like we're battling to see about getting It's like we're battling Silk and giving the best price to get the job, innit? Like, that's what you mean by paying for work, right? Nah, I just think it's. I'd rather use my. I don't know. I'd rather use my mug. I'd rather use my face. I'd rather use me and my social media to get my work rather than going onto a site and just bidding for someone who's just looking for basically the best price. They don't care who comes, really. They just want the best price. For me, that's not what I'm about. It's not my job satisfaction. And again, I'm not racing to the bottom for anything. Yeah, and some people might say to me, well, people don't go for the cheapest quote. They might not. They might go for the other one. But I mean, I just feel like there's so many things out there that are free. I think there's so many things out there that are free. Instagram, there's TikTok, I'm doing this, there's YouTube, that's free, Facebook, that's free. There's no excuse for you not to put the content out there. I recommend it to everyone. I'll tell everybody what I think they need to do, and I don't mind because it ain't gonna affect my business. It's only gonna help you if you do it, and I want you to do it. I want you to do well at it. So that's it. A lot of people don't want to share this content because they think you're gonna do them out of business or do them out of work or something, but it don't work like that. Do your thing, man. Yeah. But yeah, do you think media and your website is the way? Website's number one. That's where all your traffic needs to go to. Your website is number one. People who don't have a website or a good website, I just don't understand it. Like, it's crazy. Like, that is the hub. All your social media should go back to your website. Everything should go back to your website. When I had Cut Plastering before, my mate did a website for me, and I told him what I wanted Cut Plastering to be. Being my ego driven, I wanted it to be big. I wanted it to be the best. I wanted to do commercial work. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. And my mate, who is a badass website designer and coder and all that kind of stuff, he does all that. He's tricky. He made me a website that within 1 year, I was getting hit by all the biggest companies that I wanted to at the time. All of them were coming to me, all of them, because the way my website looked, the language, the SEO that directed them to it, the stuff that was on it, mate, it made Cut Plastering double year on year. That company doubled year on year financially. And it's like, yeah, website, when people say they haven't got a website or I'm not asked about websites, I'm like, boy, you are so crazy. You need it. You need a website. Social media is massive. It's free. It's free. Free advertising. Why would you not do it? Absolutely nuts. See me, yeah. Mate, do you know what, mate? I'm looking to do more of that. I mean, I need to learn how to do the structure, and I'm not just going to do it off the whim and off the cuff. I need to learn how to structure training because I've got a lot of information, I've got a lot of advice, and I've got a lot of tips, and there's loads of things that could definitely help people. I know that, but it's how it's delivered. Do you know what I mean? And that's something that I need to learn. So I'm gonna probably go away, do that, and I'm just gonna go do that, and then literally, then I'll start doing it. But one step at a time, steady Eddie. Slow and steady wins the race every time. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, man, I do look forward to doing it. What else have we got here? Let me have a look. Cause boys, I'm getting close to my bedtime again. What's this? Yeah, see me, I will, mate. Let's have a chat then, innit? Because, yeah, it is something that, again, it's just something that I need to line out. But I have got a lot on my plate right now, and one thing I've learned from life and growing up, right, is to not bite off more than I can chew. So it's steady. YouTube, got a couple of questions I haven't answered. Alright, Kai Michael. Oh yeah, my man, local guy to me as well, legend, hope you well, my man. Kai Michael, doing it wrong. I'm in process of selling my 3-phase G4 copy. What the hell's that? Copy, is it a fake one? Wanting to upgrade to either K4 or Classic Predator. 3-phase, you stuck on which one? You stuck on it, which one? Any thoughts? Matey, right. I'll tell you what, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. The K4 is a beast, mate. My K4 is a beast. I love her. She's great. If that's the style of machine you're looking for, if you're looking for a three-phase, you know, machine, and you're not bothered about the Jenny and all that kind of stuff, the K4 is a good machine, mate. The Classic, again, this is where it's good to have someone like me working with Predator, because I'll be honest with you, I ain't used the Classic. I ain't used it, so I couldn't give an honest review on it. I think it's going to be similar to the K4, but again, it's like, I think it might have a bigger hopper, to be fair, on the Classic, but that's a minor detail. But it's just something I need to use, I need to try. I've got loads of things there. There's got machines upon machines in yard, mate, that I need to use and try. So I will be using them, and I'll be doing my honest reviews, and I'll be changing stuff, and you know, it might be perfect as it is, but we'll see, do you know what I mean? But as it stands, I've got the K4, and it's a great machine. I think for the cost that it is as well, it's a good machine, mate. It's great. So, to be fair, I might be selling mine in a bit. So, Kai, if you are looking, I might be selling my machine in a bit, because I might be getting, I might be going a bit smaller, because I'm not really going to be doing, you know, 2 or 3 jobs a month anymore. So I'm not really going to need a massive one all the time. So I might be downgrading a little bit to a smaller machine myself. So if it is, I might be able to have that. And that's a good machine, well looked after, and she's clean and tidy. Yeah, but let's see how it goes. What have we got here? I'm hoping to do plastering. Some tips, please. I'm 16. 16, young lad, good lad. If you look at do plastering, if you get a chance to get in with someone, take it. And basically my tips are going to be to you: take it, work hard, don't moan, make the teas and the coffees when they ask for them. You're going to get some stick, but just deal with it. Work hard and you learn respect really quick. And the harder you work, the more the people want to show you more stuff. So if you worked with me and you were working hard, I'd show you more. I'd be like, yeah, come on mate, I'll show you this, I'll show you that. So that's how it matters for me. So yeah, work hard, that's my tip, man. And just be patient with it. You're never going to pick it up overnight. Plastering's an hard skill. Probably the hardest one in all trades, so don't worry about it. Right, Paul C. Do you ever get asked to do the render with the installation on the outside of the house? All the time, mate. EWI. Yeah, get asked all the time. It's a big thing going forward. Balmet are doing a course on it. I recommend that you go do it, to be honest. I recommend that you go do it. It's a good course, mate. I did it. But yeah. Martin Drury, what shade of grey have you chosen behind you? What are you saying? Martin, my missus says none of them, they're not right. She's tried a few, but she don't like none of them. So yeah, none of them are going on there. If you didn't know, this is going to be my the nursery. So we're having a baby girl. So this is going to be a nursery. So it's getting painted next week. So she needs to decide what colour she wants. But I don't get a say in that, obviously. I just got to do the plastering, and I've got to do the skating boards, and that's it. She's going to get it painted out. Paul C. No problem, my friend. I answer anyone's question. You ask me a good question, I'll answer it for you. But yeah, I do get asked to do it. Go check out the Balmet course though. They've got a good training centre down in Donny. So go check them out. Yeah, cheers for the congratulations, guys. Yeah, I'm buzzing, man. First kid. I can't wait. I'm over the moon. To be honest with you, I'm over the moon with it. I'm buzzing. Can't wait. I've always wanted to be a dad, so now's the right time. And yeah, she likes it or not. She's got me for knife now. It's entrapment at its finest right there. She probably figured the same about me, but to be fair, I think I need her more than she needs me. So happy days. Yo, my mate Carl, are you watching? Yes, Carl, my mate Carl, my best friend. Jonesy, Big Daddy Cook, Liberties, Big Daddy Cook. God, it gives me shivers, man, when I think about it. God. Yeah, I can't wait, man. Cannot wait. Wayne, your machine sorted now? I think it'll be getting sent back down tomorrow. To be fair, I went out there and I sprayed it for you. Just check your WhatsApp because I did actually. I think there was a problem with your gun. So I don't know what crack is with that, but your gun will leak in air. But other than that, mate, I sprayed with her and she was great. What's this here? Yeah, man, thanks for the congrats, guys. I'm buzzing, man. Cheers, man. I appreciate that big time. It's gonna be all soft out when I get my little girl. I can't wait. Yeah, man, cannot wait. Lovely, me lovely, lovely, lovely. What first spray machine would you recommend? Again, man, I've got something working with these guys that's going to give you like some sort of direction on the website when we get the website done. That'll put you in the right direction. But for me, I think a machine for you to get when you first start out depends what kind of work you're doing. So, you know, if you're doing small jobs and it's just you and your mate or whatever like that, and you want to spray a bit of base coat, a bit of monocouche, and you're doing like semis, houses all the time, probably go with a Predator Light or a Sprinter. The Sprinter looks mint. A little bit more on the pricier side compared to you know, the Optimix, but the Optimix is mainly a thin coat machine, but you can spray base coat and monocouche. So I think it's I can't see that, mate. I can't see you post. But anyway, yeah, someone just commented on my Facebook, I didn't see it. Lee Williamson, cheers my pal, thanks man. Yeah, I just think it's one of them with machines, mate. It's depends what kind of team you got, depends what kind of job you're doing. But yeah, inbox me if you want to know more, because I can literally, you know, you can show me what kind of jobs you're doing, what kind of work you like, what kind of systems you like, and that's where I'm going to come into it. I'm going to be helping. It's I don't know why that comment keeps popping up on my thing. Yeah, it's more like whatever type of systems you're doing, then I can advise you on a better machine instead of just saying get this machine. Do you know what I mean? So it works the other way around. I like working backwards with a lot of things. Me, I think that's probably the best way to go with a lot of things is working backwards. Look at it with the end in sight. You know what I mean, and then break it down to what is going to work better. That's what you need to do. But I'm happy to go through that way if you are interested in getting a machine. Just drop me an inbox, my mate. Plenty of pics, mate. Mine's 6 now, so fast. Yeah, see me, mate. Trust me. Videos, pictures, all of that. Missus has got pictures and everything already of all the scans and the little bits that we've bought and a bump growing and all that. So everything's just, yeah, we're logging a lot, mate. We're logging a lot. Yeah, can't wait. Cannot wait. If you need hands, Joe, lad, I can arrange Thursday consecutively. Alright, so you can work consecutively on a Thursday on your seminar. Alright, cool. Well, like I say, we'll have a meet up, we'll have a coffee and have a chat about it. Because it is something, you know, that I'm looking really to get into. I really like helping people do stuff, me. I don't know, I just get a better satisfaction from it, you know what I mean? Job satisfaction when you've helped someone do something. It's nice, innit? So, yeah, man. But no, definitely. We'll have a brew. We'll sit down and have a brew. Good old brew and have a chat. Get it sorted. Jeff Lewis, congratulations. Thanks, mate. We're buzzing. We are happy. 2 happy parents. God, got a lot of thanks. A lot of congrats, man. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks, man. How do I cut in a straight line? Don't know what you mean. Cut in a straight line, get a laser level or something. So, cut in a straight line. You must have some wonky eyes, my lad. Who did your MVQ levels with? I did them on site, so basically we got an assessor come out to the job and assessed me on site and ticked us off, got all my evidence and stuff like that. Obviously I've been plastering for a long time. So yeah, it was good. Hey, don't mind, I ain't seen that. Did you get me a coffee? I'll be having it tomorrow, mate. Cheers for that. If you put one on, man, I appreciate it. Top man. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, NVQs. it comes to site. And actually, when I cooked plastering, I actually got a few people got qualified through plastering as well. I got some funding for them guys, and literally come out and give them the tickets so they could get better CSCS cards and stuff like that. So it was good. I worked with a company doing that, and they got me sorted out. So a couple of my guys didn't have their MVQs, and I got it all sorted for them, so they were buzzing. But you can do that now. Just get them out to site, and they'll come do it for you. That's what they'll do. Come out to site, assess you. And that's it. If you're any good, they'll just be like, yeah, sound. So yeah, when I worked for John, I was doing full houses and that. So they just come over like a few days and just be like, yeah, see me dot and dab, see me float, see me skim, yeah, MVQ, cushed it. There you go, boom, ticked it off. And then I walked into office with my, I think it was blue card at the time, and all the old codgers in there were like, hey, why has he got that card there? Why has he got that card? He shouldn't have that card. I'm better than him. I was like, yeah, but you're not qualified. Shut up. You sausage. And they're just like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, shut up. Telling me about you used to mix up with a bike cog. Good on you. We use mixers now. Old gadgets. But Martin, tomorrow I'm going to have that brew. And I'm going to, yeah, appreciate it big time. Mind you, did you enjoy it? No, what's it called? Jeff Lewis, what's the best depth for fin coat? 6 mil or 10? Good question that. I do both, me. 6 mil on EWI. I've also done 6 mil on painted surfaces because you don't want to go heavy. And 10 mil, I do that when I'm re-rendering a house. So they're both good. Don't think there's any difference. No difference really on them. They're both same system, same process for me. Just putting a little bit less gear on, make a bit more money, don't you? With 6 mil. That's it, because you don't buy as much base coat. So charge the same, but you just don't do as much base coat. So yeah, if you got one masonry, 10 mil if you're going on a brick. If I'm going on a brick, it's 10 mil, it's minimum really. But if you're going over a pebble dash or like I say, painted surface, 6 mil, man, you want that to be light and tight. That's what you want, light and tight, 6 mil. I think a lot of the specs that companies give are 10 mil for them type of systems, but once you've stuck a bead onto something that's a bit bumpy like pebble dash, it's 10 mil in it. So I wouldn't really worry about that as such. But yeah, man, fin coat's the best. It's the best render. On some mistakes, but it's at my discretion. Good work that. My mate Carl, who works in Leeds ACH, good guy. He's just got on with one as well. Got a mate of mine, Fowler and Powell, top estate agents in Leeds. Them, he's just got on with them. Good work. Little call outs in it, just changing stuff, repairing stuff. It's good money. Jeff. Yeah, Kai, I'll keep you informed on it. Honestly, mate, I might next month or two. I might be getting rid of it, so we'll see how it goes. She's about 4 or 5 years old, but she's in good nick. I look after her. You can see pictures of her and that. She's sound. Do you know what I mean? I always look after her. She's jet washed, cleaned up. She's nice, serviced every other year, and she's good. But I'll be getting it fully serviced by Dave Anderson before she goes anyway. So before I sell her, when I do decide to sell her, I haven't decided yet. I might not, but yeah. What are you gonna say here? What would you recommend doing to get into spraying? Do external work, but it's all hand applied. Well, you need to. This is something, man. If you want to get into spraying, all you've got to understand is that spraying just makes your job easier. So if you're doing if you're doing jobs that are getting out of hand, so if you're doing a rendering job like a semi-detached house, that's your job that you're doing all the time. You're hand applying it. Mate, get a machine. Do you know what I mean? I'd advise you to get a machine. But if you're doing like little jobs all the time, just keep your hand applying or get something like an Optimix. That's it. But yeah, if you want to get into it, you've got to buy a machine. You've got to do the training. I just think it's one of them, like, that's the question that everyone always asks, how do I get into it? No stopping you from getting into it apart from yourself, you know. I guarantee you'll earn more money with a machine if you're doing hand applying. You're working really hard there, your body's going to take a toll, and it's one of them things, you can't consistently do that with a machine. It's just doing back breaking for you. So I just let my machine do all the legwork, mate, and everything. So yeah, that's the reason why. Work smarter, not harder. But if you want to get into it, like I say, you've got to go with a machine person who's going to give you the training. who's going to give you the support. They're going to give you the right machine to use for the type of jobs you're using, and the backup's there. That's what you need. That's what you need when you look picking a machine. There's a few others out there, isn't there? Obviously, I'm going to tell you to come with us, but it's one of them things, man. Training, again, it's something that I'm going to be offering. Personally, I'm going to be offering training, but also through the Predator range, I'm going to be doing training as well, especially on their machines on site. So it's not one of them where should I go for training. When you buy a machine, you get training with it. So you might have to pay for extra sessions, but when you actually pick the machine up and you go to the yard, you have to commission the machine. So we'd have to show you the machine working, show you how it works, and that's called commissioning, and that's what you're meant to do with a machine. We commission it with you. So yeah, you get training there, and then after that, if you want extra stuff like on site, because I think the game changes from there. It's not just a case of I've showed you how to set it up, go. I think the game changes from there, as in like how you spray it, you know, how wet you have it, how to react to it. These are things that you don't get taught. Machine manufacturers ain't gonna be doing that with you. Whereas that's where I'm working with Predator. That's what I'm trying to tell them we need to do. We want you to go and be comfortable and confident, you know, that you can do it and you've been showed properly and how to react with the render. You know, I don't just want you to spray a wall and go, look, you sprayed it on the wall, that's sound. That's shit. Spray it on the wall. I want to show you how wet you can have it and how you need to approach the next stage, which is going to be the ruling up. You know, that's it. It's not about us saying, yeah, spray it on. Yeah, there you go. Shit, mate, I need to show you how it reacts. You know, you'll be shocked that you can spray more or less nearly a full gable without touching it. You know, when you're hand applying, you can't. You're like, boom, 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 and then you drop back, look, yeah, make sure my line's dry, wet, boom, 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 that. You shit me then, but with a machine, I just spray. I've done 50 metres, I'll go up and start ruling it. That's it, that's the difference. No one's telling you that. And that's what we're trying to create over here. That's why I'm a bit pissed off with the industry. And, you know, people who are in the industry already will probably be telling me to shut up and saying about it. He don't know anything, he's just a renderer. Probably the best person to ask, really, out of them. But yeah, like I say, you'll be getting all that with us anyway. If you are looking at machine, inbox me. Yeah, Rory, mate, I will, like I say. Obviously give us a follow, and when I start doing the seminars and when I've got some dates booked in, because that's how I'm going to do it. I want people to come down, I want to meet you, I want to show you the machines, I want to talk to you about what you do, and then from there I can help you, I can advise you. I'm not just going to say buy this machine because we want you to buy this machine. You know what I mean? It's got to be right for you. Sending you away with something that's not good for you don't look good on us, so we're not doing that. That's it. You know what I mean? So yeah, Simi, that's what I'm about, mate. That's what I'm getting into it for. I'm not getting in it just to make money and think, oh yeah, we're selling some machines to people. Nah, I'm looking for a full changed attitude about it. All the way around, it needs to change for me. So yeah, man, we'll get it. Like I say, we've got some good guys over there who are listening. Listening to me, and you know, they're working with me, and other people who are in the industry as well. So, you know, there's a lot out there, man. My machine's Optimix 10. It's great. Listen, I'm gonna stop the live on the Facebook, so I'm just gonna stop that now. Cheers for you guys who watched on there. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to lock this one off now. I love you. Thank you. Love you. I think I'm talking to my lass or something. Love you. But yeah, I don't want to share that. Nope. Thank you, that was lovely. Yeah, mine's the Optimix 10. That's what I've got, and yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully spraying it next few days. So yeah, it's a good machine, mate. It's good. I went up to DBP today to basically some guy called Wayne sent his machine up. He was having problems with it, and literally I went up there and I did it again with Si, sorted it all out, so he sprayed it exactly how I would like it, because I know he'd like it like that too. We had an issue with his gun, so I don't know what they're going to do about that, but when I used the gun that we used, it was fine, but his gun had a leak on it. I don't know, crack, but reality is that machine's ready to go. It's ready to go, and that's the difference. You got someone who actually is gonna spray with it, setting up for you to spray. So yeah, yeah, man. Jack Angus. That's a proper Scottish name, innit? He's Scottish. Oh, I'm only winding you up, mate. Having a banter. I'm getting tired now. I'll start taking piss and that out of people, but I'm only having a laugh with you, mate. Sounds cool. Jack, my pal, let me tell you, second year apprentice, third year, what's a fair wage, do you think? I couldn't say, mate. I feel like it's whatever your employer wants to give you, where you're at, you know. I don't know how old you are, I don't know if you drive, I don't know if you've got all your own tools, I don't know if you're actually on it every day, you know, there's so many variables that go into it. You're going to be on minimum wage, aren't you? But yeah, I think a lot of it goes on experience in this game. That's what I'd pay for. Jack. I knew you'd be from up north. That's a northern name, that, mate. But yeah, good on you, man. Up the Hartlepool, yeah. What's that? Hartlepool, North East. However, I'm working near Scotland right now. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. I think it's one of them, pal. I'll tell you what, though. I don't know how much you should be getting paid. I don't know. Tell you gaffer what he should pay you, but what I will say to you is make yourself so good. Make yourself so good that he has to pay you good. That's my advice to you. That's my advice. Yeah, you're on tools every day. You've got your drive. You're 19. You're young. You're young. You've got time. I tell you, add value to yourself. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Make yourself valuable. That's what you need to do. Make yourself valuable. That is it, and your money will come. So making yourself valuable is skilling up. You know, getting better at your finish, being able to get a little bit more on by doing a rolling set maybe. These are all things where your gaffer's going to look and go, hey, he's blowing that kid over there out of water. So that's what I did at Roddy's. Exactly, Simmy's right, turn up early, stay ambitious, you know, crack on. I literally, when I worked for Roddy, that was one of the big things that I had. I was about 2 or 3 years into working there, and I was doing jobs like for fun, mate, boarding ceilings and skimming, and that's all we did. It was easy. I was doing that all the time, and I was blasting the geezers out of the water. Who was earning 120, 130 a day, and I was on 60, 70 quid, mate. Didn't kick off with him about money or all like that. I never would. I've got an opportunity to learn and get better at something. I'm not going to carry on with my gaffer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's more respect. Like these days, people leave you over a fiver a day. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Back then, I wouldn't have left him because he'd give me an opportunity. Loyalty is a big thing for me, and I was learning. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think adding value is what I found the best way to get more money is make it so undeniable. You know, these guys that we had working for him were like 50. I remember him saying to me, like, yeah, but he's got loads of experience. I'm like, yeah, but I get that. I know he's probably forgot more than I know that. But for the jobs we're doing right now, I'm boarding and skimming the ceiling and doing a rewire in a day, and this guy's just boarding ceiling, but he's getting paid more than me. Like, it don't add up. Do you know what I mean? And there's a way that you've got to approach your boss to talk like that. Do you know what I mean? It's you've got to approach him the right way, the right language, talk to him properly. But the reality is, that's just the game though, isn't it? People always say that, yeah, but he's experienced, he's forgot more than you know. I know that, I get that, but I'm blowing out of the park for you. I think I'm earning you a little bit more than 70 quid a day kind of thing, you know. And that's fair enough, I appreciate everything you do for me, but, you know, maybe can I get 80 quid? You know what I mean? Can we see how it goes in a few weeks or whatever? You know, you've got to just talk like that. Just be on a level. That's the best thing to do. But yeah, man. Hope it goes well for you, Jack, man. Be careful up in the islands, eh? All Braveheart running across wall. Take it easy. Yeah, man. We will. Maybe you'll come down one day to one of my training seminars or something, and we'll crack on. I might be in Scotland doing one. Yeah, sounds good, that, to be fair. Don't think my missus will let me stop over though. You have to come home. But yeah, man, I'm going to get off in a minute, guys. I've been on here a long time and I'm getting shattered. I've got to be up early doors tomorrow. How old is the game? Up the Predator. Yeah, Danny's on it. Danny wants one of them Predators, mate. He wants one of them. Good lad. When you're ready, mate, we'll take you through it, show you what the crack is with it. But yeah, just before I get off, yeah, if you are one of the last people watching, remember, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can buy me a coffee. Because I think next time I'm on, I'm going to need a coffee anyway. Hey up, Dylan, why do you want to know where I'm from in Leeds, eh? You up to you? Nah, I'm from Woodhouse LS6. Woodhouse Crew. But yeah, buy the coffee on the YouTube channel and I will have a brew on you. And I'll get Martin a cappuccino. He'll be happy. But yeah, man, listen, thanks for all the top questions, man. You've asked me some good stuff. I've talked for a long time. I hope you got some good info from it. I'm going to be doing these every Wednesday. And you know what? I'm not going to be in the baby's room all the time. I'm actually building something in my garden, which is an outbuilding that I'm building. I've been building it for the last 3 years. I haven't got the foundations in yet, but it's going to be in there soon. I've dug an hole. Put the hardcore down. But listen, the next step, right? I'm going to get this done. I'll have a proper studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be bringing people in and actually doing proper interviews with them. You know, some of it might be pre-recorded, it might not be live. But I will be doing, I'll having interviews in with all your best plasterers that you love watching on social media. They've all said yes already. If you're watching this as well, I know you said yes, I've got the message. So yeah, I'll be getting some of them on. I'll be doing other videos on, talking to people who are in the, let's just say, like the materials part of it and all that, the information part of it. Because let's be honest, if you're out like me and a bit of a nerd, you want to know that kind of stuff too, right? So yeah, I'll be finding all that out as well. But yeah, listen, anyone who bought me a coffee, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Anyone who's interested in machines, check back, follow us, and I'll be posting more information up about the training days, seminars, machine days, material days. There's loads of things that we're going to be doing that you give you opportunity to see machines and different products. Get questions about products. I'm going to show you some good products and how to use them as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gone. I'm off to go put some cream on my baby bump and go to sleep. Because I'm up at 5 o'clock, just give me a little scene with someone. Anyhow, peace out. I love yous. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll catch up with you soon, yeah? Bye-bye. Oh, YouTube. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching, man.